Welcome Sagittarius to your chakra reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay guys, let's see what's going on with your chakras and keeping yourself balanced. Okay, I'm going to use the Law and Attraction cards for intention. Okay, at the end of the video. Okay, so getting straight in here, going to energy surrounding your chakras. Best message, please, for the present situation, for the month. Present situation for the month, please, for Sagittarius. Trickery coming out. Talking about that heart chakra, which is located, of course, in the heart, and that's keeping that compassion going. That heart chakra open at this time that this person seems to be playing games with you. Could even be playing games with your heart. Maybe you're afraid to tell them the truth. Hey, you know what? I don't want you around here anymore. Whatever the situation is, you might be trying to hold back on telling them something. Maybe you feel that someone else is manipulating a situation. You really want to say something, but you need to take the courage, right, and use the compassion to do so. So what do I really need to say? How am I going to say this? I need to use honesty. I also need to keep my vision clear with the third eye chakra. But it does feel like someone is maybe playing your heartstrings, doing something tricky around you. And it's like, I know what you're doing. I just haven't found the words or the balance yet to say exactly what's on my mind. With maybe you're afraid of hurting their feelings. But you really need to say this because it really is coming out. You feel like they're the dragon over here. Maybe it's somebody very close to you and you don't want to hurt their feelings. But it is now time, Spirit says, to get that done so that you can feel balanced. Clarifying on how to do this, how to get this done to keep these chakras going smoothly and balanced for yourself. We have using the divine wisdom. Using divine wisdom will help with the situation. That's digging deep within yourself to, to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to have to use divine wisdom over here to get this done. And how are you going to get to that divine wisdom? 1 second. We'll get back to there. That is going to be using your soul chakra, right? Up above the crown, saying I'm going to have to get divine intervention over here to find the best words for the situation. Since this person does seem to be manipulative and doing things I'm not, very fond of. You want to make sure that you're deeply connected to the divine and the divine light of the universe, so that way you can become the all-knowing, right? Of course, you're not going to become all-knowing, right? But at least it's going to give you a peace of mind of what to do by opening up to your intuition for this situation. So maybe you don't just blurt something out and hurt their feelings, right? And it feels like that's why you're holding back, is because I haven't found that yet. And how is the best way to do that? By meditating using that crown chakra itself. Meditation will help you find the answers, right? Just taking time out to think from a higher logical standpoint and using that heart chakra to bring that in. Maybe even standing back and saying something like, well, if it were me in their shoes, how would I want someone to address my bad behavior? And kind of taking yourself kind of from the situation into a different situation. And it feels like it's because it's a loved one who is doing this. So clarifying underneath the trickery over here. So meditation is really going to bring the balance back. Yeah, it seems like with the, oh, look at that. And there's green again, talking about that energy, talking about that, having the energy. But the problem is they're fragmenting your energy, right? They're splitting you apart. You feel like you're doing this, you're doing that, not knowing exactly what to say, how to combat the situation. So you do feel like you're being split within energy, probably because you want to say one thing, but you're not, like I said, not sure exactly how to really tell this person, the way you really feel. Remember just to keep your heart chakra open. Okay. And we're going to go over here underneath the meditation with what Spirit wants you to know about the situation, using the angel messages, clarifying on the divine wisdom. We got this divine wisdom going on, so angels say it is the perfect timing to do so, to get meditating, to get this situation done, right? Because why? Because you're fragmenting too much energy. It's pulling you apart. And it, you know, and it could even be pulling your mind away from your heart, you know, all these different ways, but your energy is definitely split in two and all over the place. Could even be some confusion about the situation. And going over here with what your soul wants you to know about the trickery and the fragmented energy to keep yourself balanced with your chakras. Soul wants you to know it's time for a transformation. I am joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. The transformation is going to be the way you what? The way you communicate with them, the way that you're bringing this all together. We see all of the purples and blues. We're talking about that communication, transformation in a communication in the way that I'm seeing things with the third eye over here. So really having this kind of awakening to get down to business over here with it, getting this done, right? So beautiful. And clarifying on, we're going to clarify on the transformation, the trickery first. Transformation also on just how to deal with the situation, right? Yes, could be a reconciliation, but I do believe it's the start of taking action and having the understanding of the transformation to get past all of this, right? And it's going to bring in a new way. Honoring yourself and getting to this goal, making sure that you are going for what you want, making, you know, if they're against whatever you're saying and they're tricking you and they're doing these things against you, manipulating you, you're trying to get to where you want to be. But like I said before, with the star, it could be somebody very close. So it's almost like I have to take action of just peace and harmony with the star card over here and making sure that everything stays balanced as well. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. It could be anybody, but it could be definitely an Aquarius for some of you. But you really want to make sure that this is honoring yourself, your goal, your path, right? And it's going to have this renewal of clarity coming through as well as you're taking a new direction with the Ace of Wands, making sure that everything you do is forthcoming, right? Having that heart-to-heart conversation the right way. Okay, for the perfect timing. Spirit wants you to understand with the divine wisdom over here and keeping yourself balanced within your higher chakras, which are, like I said, the crown chakras, the spirit. Keeping faith and belief while meditating, making sure that you are doing the right commitments and committing yourself to the divine wisdom, right? That means no backing down, right? Making sure that you have this, this great connection with law and attraction, this great connection within your meditation with the faith card over here, really committed to, yes, keeping, wow, okay, we got two cards here, keeping the generosity and keeping everything forthright and keeping everything honest. And not only for them, but for yourself, between you and your higher self, right? And really, there we go here, right? Now we're talking about that intuition versus that third eye chakra within this card for your what? For yourself. But you want to make sure that within your blessings and the commitments and the way that you're doing things, you are keeping it honest. You want the honesty to come through for this person, but you don't want to be so overly honest that you're like hurting them. And that might be what's, you know, I want to tell you the truth, but man, the way I want to say it, it might hurt somebody's feelings, and I don't want to do that. So keeping it generous with your heart chakras going on over here with all the green, right? Once again, we're talking about that compassion, using that compassion to make them understand that there is love, there is unity. I do care for you, but you cannot be doing this to me because you're imbalancing me and you're throwing me off this month, and I can't have that. right? I cannot have this type of behavior. So really, then you're going to be grabbing all that fragmented energy that you had and pushing it back down to make it whole again. That way you don't have any confusion, or you don't have to feel like they're splitting you apart with this and that, right? Because of the transformation, saying I'm doing this, but not only for me, but for you and maybe for us, right? With the Two of Cups, so that we can keep the relationship the way it should be. But you have to stop this behavior. Okay. And we have the Law and Attraction cards over here. Like I said at the very end, we will give a Law and Attraction cards. So that way when you are doing your blessings, meditating, and Law and Attracting, you can, you know, have some kind of idea of how to do so. These are great cards. You know, a lot of people don't know exactly how to do it. So these are great messages and understandings. This message for this reading, please, for Sagittarius, the beautiful, beautiful Sag. Wow. And you guys couldn't have got a more perfect card. You have my inner being guides me through my emotions. And that's all emotions, because we're talking about the heart chakra being just completely, you know, it's fragmented with energy. So, wow. And then we need that inner being, which is going to be that divine wisdom for the Two of Cups, bringing your soul and yourself together, your higher self, right, to understand and how to do this for another. While you're indeed a wondrous physical creature, or I'm sorry, yeah, creature too. I read it wrong, but that's fine. You are that as well. Indeed, a wondrous physical creator. You exist simultaneously in another dimension. There is a part of you, your inner being, that exists in this physical body, and your guiding emotions are your physical indicator of your relationship with your inner being. This card is very good, guys, because it's really talking about when you're getting to the soul star chakra, which, remember, is anchoring off of the crown at the very top of the head, where the I know comes in, and the unity between higher self, which is your inner being, right, from your physical being. As soon as you get up there, you have to have this understanding. This is where the belief in faith says, I got what my higher self is saying. I understand that there is more than the physical body, and allowing that guidance of that inner being to come through to really open up that chakra, right? Even if you know, a lot of people don't really go to the other dimensions, anything like that, right? Just use the creativity and the imagination that you have within your third eye. The third eye is a very creative piece. It's the piece a lot of artists use to get to other pieces. So just visualize, right? Just visualize this white light coming out, and you know what I mean? And make it a visualization thing. And then that way you keep yourself at peace and keeping all the stuff out of your mind, and just kind of, you know, not even blocking, just kind of empty, right? To allow the higher being to come through, which then all of a sudden opens up your intuition, and then all of a sudden your emotions start going, right? But it has to be that faith and that belief. So it's telling you, this is how we law and attract. We use our emotions. Remember, chakras are emotions of everything. The I want, right? From the sacral chakra. It's not a greed, it's I want with an emotional, right? Everything within you is part of that emotional piece. So that's a very good thing. So that's going to help you get to that divine wisdom. Very nice. Let's see what else we have. Let's get another one too. That was a very good one. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That's really going to help them in the understanding. They're not just a physical, they're also the spirit. Right? Okay, next card, please. Looking for the best card. What do we have here? We're talking about the body over here, more in the physical, and I actually do see this as more kind of the physical over here with the spiritual over here, and it's really, Spirit's kind of breaking them down for you. By segment intending, I can expand my time. This reminds me of the fragmented energy. Don't split your energy, right? When you're law and attracting, don't, you know, you want to keep it where it needs to be. As you become efficient with your segmented intending, you will expand your usable time. By being clear about what you want during each important segment of your day, you will harness the law of attraction to do its work, and it will require far less time for you to accomplish much, much more. And that's saying just keep it where you really want it. Don't fragment your energy saying, well, I would like them to do this and this and this and this and this and this, and I want to attract this and that and that. Right now, you're just worried about this situation. Okay, and remember, guys, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising moon or Venus. But for now, whatever the situation is, you can expand your time throughout the day, right? And you don't need to give it so much energy where it's like every hour on the hour I'm praying. Once the universe pretty much hears you, it's over, right? You can do it a couple of times because a lot of people believe they didn't really hear you, or did I do it right? Always make sure that you have the belief system also to understand that they already heard you, so you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? Say it nice and clear and loud, and the universe hears you that first time. You don't have to feel like they didn't hear me, they're ignoring me. No, have the faith and belief because the universe already heard you and is working on that. But just keep making sure that your energy stays strong for that one area. Okay? And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.